Hello everyone, it's Malcolm here today. We're gonna not play, but we're gonna reaction someone's channel. It's called Jello Apocalypse maybe, and the title says every Disney film reviewed in 10 words or less. Let's do it.
Hey everybody, while I was working on the animation for this video, I decided to entertain myself by marathoning every Disney movie ever made. I wanted to review them or something, but no one wants to read 60 movie reviews or binge through my Twitter feed, so I figured it would be more fun to review every movie rapid fire in 10 words or less. Now, let's get one thing straight. By every Disney movie, I don't mean every Disney movie ever made, ever put out. I mean every major animated theatrical release Disney's ever done since the 1930s. So like all the movies you think of when you think Disney, plus some extras that I threw on the list for fun. All the scores are whole numbers out of 10, so there's no 0.5s, there's no decimals, and there's a few negative scores on this list. Now, a negative rating on my system doesn't mean it's worse than a 0 out of 10. Instead, it's measuring the ironic enjoyment, like how fun it is to rip on a bad movie with your friends, because sometimes a bad movie is better than a boring movie, just because you can make fun of it. So without any further ado, here is every Disney film reviewed in 10 words or less. Villain is killed by random lightning bolt. Good job, protagonists.
Where's my dad?
Why, he's in the whale, of course.
Wooden narrator spoils every animated segment before it happens.
Aw, what a cute elephant.
Let's get him drunk!
We see the deer in its natural habitat. It's dead.
Pretty cool documentary guest starring Goofy as a cowboy. Donald Duck flirting with live-action women is weird, sorry. Fantasia with lyrics! The child acting is more offensive than the racism. 1940s Jeff Dunham talks about bear sex. Your sins are not forgiven, little toot. If kids love anything, it's
Hold on. Don't, please. Okay, I forgot to say this. Please proceed with caution. Warning. For all of you the viewers, please considering to proceed with caution. So this is the warning. There's a lot of there's no even like sexual content, but there's no sexual content, but that one is sexual content. So please, if you don't want to hear it, just please don't watch this. Don't watch this. But if you want to watch me watch this video, well, you just watch it. Watch me reacting to this.
Proceedings in British courtrooms. Everybody is a terrible person, and it's great. If the evil stepmother used a mousetrap, she would have won.
Let me tell you about this weird dream I had.
Holy shit! Tinkerbell is a literal sociopath.
Quote my friend, we're 40 minutes in and nothing's happened! Scumps! Lovely style, but you spent too long on barking dogs. More like bored in the stone! Ooh! Drags a little step in time. Repeat for 8 minutes. Mowgli K. Mooney, will you please go now? The movie isn't as good as this song. Someone discovered they were a furry because of this movie. Aw, this is just genuinely charming and sweet. This villain's ridiculous.
I don't want money. I want money! Hey, maybe spend more than one day establishing their friendship.
Sorry D&D was boring this week, guys. Mouse with boobs, step in time. Regret for 8 minutes.
Billy Joel's trying, but this movie isn't good.
Good pacing and good music makes good movies. Who would have thought?
But it's an underrated classic.
Too bad it sucks!
Your human form is worse! Easily the best film that uses the classic Disney formula. The first half's great, and the second isn't. It's okay! The villain in this movie is the car's glove box. You're right, those white men were dangerous. The story of the boner that ruined an entire city. Bless my soul, this movie skippable. Just because I'm a girl doesn't mean I can't China. Wait, Turk is a girl? I never knew that. Space whales!
Next up, the Children's Museum presents Brown dinosaurs walking.
I like literally every scene and character in this movie. This excellent cast is better suited for television than film. Proof that you don't need eyelashes and boobs on femalians. Treasure Planet has a Treasure Planet AMV in it. The real bears were man!
What if the sky was made of aliens? Smokes.
You think your family's odd. I bet you forgot this was a Disney movie.
Your dream ain't important. Merit is frog, child.
Oh, it's the horse from the road to El Dorado. Goodbye, 2D animation department.
What if we made Vanellope super annoying instead of likable?
You can tell this was rewritten like 15 times. Big Hero 6 out of 10! Oh! Two amazing leads expertly navigate through modern-day race relations. The best character in this movie is a tattoo. And that's all of them. And of course, you don't want to go back up through that list and pause and check which ones are the best and the worst, so here are the top and bottom 5 Disney movies. Top 5. Number 5, Lilo and Stitch. This beautifully stylized movie captures a complex story about a broken family that's almost uncomfortably believable and incredibly moving. And it has brightly colored aliens for the kids who are too dumb to pay attention to all that, like I was when I first watched it. Number 4, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. A solid cast and darker plot line are accompanied by the best musical score of any Disney film ever made. This film's backing soundtrack is nothing short of incredible, and while I don't actively dislike them, the inclusion of the gargoyle characters keeps this film away from the 10 out of 10 it really deserves. Number 3, The Emperor's New Groove. My personal all-time favorite movie, let alone Disney film. The wonderful characters, style, tone, and incredible writing just make for a genuinely fun experience and a movie that just takes itself the right amount of seriously. Kuzco is the best Disney princess. Number 2, Aladdin. Great songs, perfect cast, and a plot that never feels like it's slow or aimless, which is a pitfall that most Disney princess films eventually fall into. This is the only Disney film that successfully pulls off a dynamic character arc where the protagonist's decisions are what drive the story, and he changes for the better by the end of it. I honestly don't think they will ever make a better princess movie than this one. And the number 1 Disney movie, my pick for the best Disney film of all time, is Zootopia. Zootopia is a masterful commentary on race issues in modern day America. Like, I loved it the first time, but I didn't even realize how good it was until I watched the movie twice and really caught all these cool little lines that they sprinkle throughout the film. The dialogue is artful, and the two leads are flat out the best characters Disney has ever produced. Not to mention, the movie wasn't even based on an existing story. It's completely from scratch, and it's a buddy cop movie. Or should I say, a bunny cop movie? Ha ha! These are the jokes! Those are my favorites, but let's be honest, when it comes to lists, no one's really interested in what the best movies are. They want to know what the worst movies are. So what are the bottom 5 absolute worst Disney movies of all time? Here is the bottom 5. Number 5, The Sword in the Stone. The Sword in the Stone is an aimless film about the wizard Merlin's attempts to educate a young King Arthur by turning him into various animals while he learns very little, featuring the most forgettable villain song in Disney history and a protagonist who never directly affects anything that happens. Really just overall a waste of the King Arthur mythos. Number 4, Fun and Fancy Free. 2 mediocre short films, each about 4 times the length they needed to be, are clunkily framed by an inexplicable Jiminy Cricket and an even more inexplicable live-action segment featuring an actual real-life ventriloquist and his 2 ventriloquist dummies at a little girl's birthday party with no other guests. Now, I know what you're thinking. Do the dummies interrupt the film to funnily commentate on it? Oh, you bet they do! Featuring my least favorite Disney song, Say It With a Slap, which is about bears punching each other, and you can listen to it here. Number 3, Chicken Little. Artistically, this is the worst Disney film, hands down. It's ugly, it's schlocky, and it's downright mean-spirited. This feels more like a D-tier DreamWorks film that fills its runtime with pop culture references and pop songs to distract the kids from how bad the movie is. The one bright side is it's pretty fun to riff on with friends, so it does have some value even though it is terrible. Number 2, The Rescuers Down Under. I wanted to like this one. I really did. I've heard lots of good things. I've heard it's underrated. I heard wrong! It's really just every bad animated movie sequel ever made. The titular mice are even less focal than they were in the original movie, which is saying a lot because they weren't very involved in that one either, and the supporting cast is absolute garbage, without a single likable character amongst them. We also get about 4 too many scenes of the oh-so-hilarious Albatross character. I watched this one with a bunch of friends, and we all wanted it to be over by the halfway mark, and we watched Chicken Little together! Some cool new animation techniques keep this one just above a 1 out of 10. And the number 1 worst Disney film of all time is Dinosaur. Dinosaur is like a natural history museum, and for information video, except instead of going for 3 minutes, it goes for 83 minutes, and the only thing you learn is that you hate dinosaur. The crows might be racist, but they're the best part.
Now watch as these young fawns get Twitter baited.
It's time for your education!
Halo bros, gue Aryo Wahab. Ini loh istri tercinta gue. Dan ini putri-putri kesayangan gue. Ini kisah.
Alright, it's time for the one everyone's been asking for. Every Pixar movie reviewed in 10 words or less. And the shorts too, why not?
This is my favorite video of all time.
That means every single theatrical Pixar release, as well as all of their short films. Except the 2 Million Cars shorts that they made and released on their own DVD because... Look, I'll be real, I didn't want to watch those, okay? I watched the 2 that came out on the Pixar Short Films collection, that's fine, that's more than enough. Normally, this is where I give a rundown of my positive-negative review system, but pretty much everything on this list is positive, so instead, I'm gonna quickly talk about what each number means, because some of these videos people comment like,
well, hey, you gave it a 6? What, you didn't like it?
Like, whoa, hang on there, buddy. A 6 out of 10 is not an F. I'm not the American educational system. A 6 is above average. A 1 is a garbage movie that nobody should ever see. It is boring as sin and it hurts to watch. There is nothing of value to be gained from seeing it. 2 is slightly less terrible. Maybe there were a few redeeming jokes or that one character you liked that kept it from being a 1, but it's still very painful. 3 is the same way, but it no longer physically hurts to sit through the movie. This is the rating you give a film when you're actively checking the video bar over and over again to see how long you have left until the ending. 4 is mediocre. Just bad. Not horrible, but you didn't really enjoy yourself. 5 is an average movie. Like, yep, that was a film. You didn't hate it, you didn't love it, it was fine, but you kind of feel like you could have done something better with your time. A 6 is the first good rating on the list. It's a movie you enjoyed watching and it didn't actively waste your time, but you don't have any interest in seeing it again. A 7 is a movie you enjoyed enough that you would want to see it again, even if that rewatch is pretty far off in the future.
Hold on. I am so... Oh my goodness. That guy's face. Never mind, I don't want to see it again. Especially the horse face. That guy's face on the back, except that guy on the tail. But that guy on the red shirt. What?
You could recommend this to someone, you liked it. I often give 7s to movies that are mostly really good but have some pretty noteworthy flaws. 8 is just a solid, entertaining movie. Really enjoyable. Maybe even great. A 9 is an awesome movie. Really engaging, something you'd really want to recommend to anybody. The kind of movie that makes you want a sequel. A 10 is an entertaining movie that does something with its filmmaking or storytelling that is so noteworthy that everybody who likes film should see it. That doesn't mean it's a perfect movie, but it is a must-see for one reason or another. And I should say those are more guidelines than they are hard rules, but that's basically my system. So, now that we're all on the same page, it's time to review every Pixar movie in 10 words or less.
Okay, it's Brave Little Toaster, but this time they're toys.
I apologize for my childhood prejudice against ants.
Okay, it's Brave Little Toaster, but this time they cry.
I wish I got paid for screaming at work. Glad that's all wrapped up and doesn't warrant a sequel. Great family drama disguised as a superhero movie.
Fleshy car tongue, tiny car bugs, car tramp stamp.
Dull Movie's finale leaves a good taste in your mouth.
But it's so preachy.
Shush! Cute robot love story.
I don't want bird.
Wait, yes I do.
Okay, Brave Little Toaster, but this time 2 cries.
I want to make a spy movie.
No, you make cars.
Mother Bear.
Animal House? More like Monster House. More like Monster House.
Oh no, not Booper the elephant. Western dinosaur dog movie. Well, you heard the darts.
More like Finding Dory. Oh boy.
More like Monster House.
Hey, can we make a good Cars movie?
Fine. 1.
Recuérdame, no llores por favor, perdóname. Ya estoy llorando. Alright, that's all the movies. All we have left to do are the shorts. And it's a little too easy to rank a short film in 10 words or less. So how about we challenge ourselves and do it in 5 words or less?
1984 was a rough year.
A real ball buster. Hey, this looks alright. Nice 90s bowling alley wallpaper. It's just me, but 70. I can't believe Mike's dead. Did Illumination make this?
My favorite flaming baby movie.
Double treble. Nice Fallout music. Nice lighting effects test. Nice rat education fever dream. Now you're thinking with portals. Oh no, more cute robots! DVD extra. Bad DVD extra. Hey, Storkstein. Bad news. Really clever visuals and sound effects.
Okay, this time it's Moana. Okay, this time it's McDonald's.
Have you bought planes yet? Pixar makes the DreamWorks logo. I like John Michael Higgins. Make a TV show already. Brave lore. More like bore. That's some interesting slow-mo.
Filling my water with volcanicity.
Incredibles 2 looks neat. Inside Out is mediocre. Oh, they're so cute. I teared up a little. And that's all of them. But before I end the video with my usual top and bottom 3 movies, I'd like to take a moment to talk about this video's sponsor, BetterHelp. BetterHelp is an affordable online private service that connects you with a personalized therapist or counselor. Sometimes people will message me online or come up to me at conventions to tell me that my videos help them to get through a tough time, whether that means depression.
To infinity and beyond!
Coco. Coco is a super cute musical buddy adventure about a young boy trapped in the land of the dead and his skeletal companion, Hector. They have a great dynamic. I love Dia de los Muertos aesthetic, I love good songs, I love big musical final boss fights, I love crying like a baby at the end of this movie. Go see Coco, it's very, very good.
You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity.
Bug's Life! Bug's Life. It's about bugs. Yup. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not horrible. It's just not really noteworthy. Like, none of the characters are very interesting. The protagonist isn't that likable.
Is not. Ow.
The story runs on tragic miscommunication, which is always a fun hallmark of 90s storytelling. I can't think of a single scene that stuck with me in this movie. Like, Kevin Spacey does an okay job as the villain. He's probably the highlight.
To infinity and beyond!
The Incredibles. The Incredibles is not only one of the best superhero movies of all time, but also one of the best family movies of all time. And I don't mean that it's a movie for the whole family. In fact, I didn't like this movie as a kid because all the subtleties of Helen and Bob's relationship were totally lost on me then. But now I find them really interesting. It's just an honest depiction of a husband and...
Lower down, lower down, lower down, lower down, lower down.
Please get out this video, please. If you still want to watch it, just watch it, okay? Just do it.
Life against a fun, poppy superhero backdrop. And that's a really cool, unique, interesting story setting. Every scene is cool, every scene is fun. I like pretty much everything about this movie. Except Violet. Why do you sound so whiny?
You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity.
Monsters University and Finding Dory. It's a tie! So, I don't like movies that don't need to exist. Like, why make a movie if you're not going to tell an interesting story? Why make a sequel to a well-loved film if you're not going to expand upon the world building or the characters? Or if you're going to directly contradict the original films?
You've been jealous of my good looks since the 4th grade, pal.
Is it money? Is the reason money? It's money. I respect a boring movie that tries something new and fails more than a sequel that doesn't try anything whatsoever. Especially if that sequel is basically every other college film ever made. Don't Let Me Down, Incredibles 2.
To infinity and beyond!
WALL-E. Some people don't like WALL-E because they say it's too preachy with its environmentalism, or because they don't like the human characters. And while I admit it doesn't handle those things perfectly, WALL-E isn't really about that. At its core, WALL-E is a love story. It's a cute love story between two robots in space, and most of the film is told without speaking a single word. And that's incredible! This film is a monument to show don't tell. It's gorgeous, it's cute, it's moving, and I think there's something to be said for a movie that injects so much humanity into its robot characters. Also, Define Dancing, it's one of the best scenes in film. Not just animation. Film.
Now it's I'm the worst. Cars.
Cars. No likable characters. Cars! Why are they cars? How does them being cars service the story? What are the car rules? Oh, they locked themselves because they were scared? What are they locking? Can cars open each other and steal things? What do they steal? Do they steal organs? Do they have organs? Why are these bugs cars? Are cars born? Do cars come from a factory? Do they mate? This franchise implies they mate. What does a pregnant car look like? Is it an egg sack sort of situation? These are the questions that came up when I watched Cars. I have no answers. Cars has no answers. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, then you should check out the other marathon reviews I've done, or follow me on Twitter at @WelcomeToTweet, and tell me what videos you'd like to see me do on there. I'd like to give another...
Nope, I'm done. So guys, oh my goodness, so guys, if you like this video, oh my goodness, guys, if you like this video, please drop a like. Please drop a like. Please, and you please drop a like if you like this video. If you like this video, please drop a like. I've said that many times, but I want to say that over and over again if you want to. If you just subscribe, and if you subscribe, if you don't subscribe, please, just please turn on that notification button or that bell icon so you don't miss any videos. So guys, I'm gonna go. Bye bye.